does contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.
Let me know if the mic works because we're working on a budget again. Charles went to Dollar Tree to get mics. As you can see, my very special guest here is Mr. Let me introduce him correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, the splendid one, Bobby C, is in the house.
That's right. It's about time you've done something correctly. I'll say this about you. I cannot wait to see you back in the ring. I'll say that.
Okay, thank you. Well, first of all, thank you for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure.
I know you had, dinners with Trump recently and stuff like that.
We had some golf outings. And, of course, I'm the winner all the time. Everything I do, I win.
I want to say hi to Jadira. Thank you for watching. Margie's on the air. You got people that are saying hi or whatever to you. You can say hi. And everything. I'm trying to teach.
Who's this? Jihara?
Jadira. That's my daughter.
Oh, hi there.
Bobby, thank you for coming on the show.
You're very welcome.
I know
First of all, how did he squeeze in to get to the show?
I don't know. His schedule he's all over the place.
I tell you this, the Bronx is such a, what's up with these potholes and these bad drivers? My chauffeur could not get around half of these broken down cars. There was cars missing their hubcaps and things like that.
Well, it's because you guys haven't, shared love with the budget, everybody. Well, that's another show, another time.
Yeah.
I know we advertise it at Team Splendid. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Bill Pierce, who is attending another one of the Splendid One's functions. He couldn't make it, but he will be here. Hi, it's Donna and Little Sisterhood. Donna Gary?
Donna Gary, how are you tonight?
You know her?
No, I don't.
So, thank you for logging on, Donna. I appreciate it.
Donna from Little Sisterhood. Those are little girls that perform dance
nice.
and everything.
Very nice. Thank you for logging on. Bobby, it's been a while.
Yes.
I know that you and I had our differences in the past and everything, but of course, COVID took over, and I'm happy that you're healthy. How did you go from doing all this, sitting back in COVID? Now you're all over the damn place. I see you in Massachusetts, Long Island, Queens, Manhattan. Buddy, you are busier than a rabbit trying to make babies.
We were actually in Mississippi too.
Mississippi?
Mississippi.
How did they handle you in Mississippi?
Well, I'll say this about those Mississippians. They definitely need dentists down there because half the people out there smile at you and they have 2 or 3 teeth in there. I swear, you can't make this up.
Those are all the states that they threw you out of, right?
That's one of the states they threw us out. They didn't like us too much down in Mississippi.
How was the chicken?
We didn't have chicken.
We had duck.
I had some sort of Chinese food in some place, and I didn't know what I was eating.
Oh, man. But ladies and gentlemen, Bobby C is in the house. And, of course, those who were at the ceremony for Charles's grandmother this Saturday, thank you all for showing up. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing we did for her. And, Charles, we love you, kiddo. Thank you very much.
My condolences, my sincere condolences.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure and everything. But, we move on and everything, and things will be good from here on now. But, I'm still a little tongue twisted here because I got the splendid one, Bobby C here.
New age wrestling tag team.
Yeah, and he has his limo. So I showed up and I see this big ass Rolls Royce limo, and I'm like, he got here before me.
And they're fixing the flat, which is unbelievable
because of the potholes in the Bronx.
I still don't like his people coming in and checking out the studio first.
Yeah, I heard they came in here and started sterilizing everything.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We had to dust a couple of things off because the guy that's talking to us right now is kind of a messy guy. But, at least I appreciate his kindness of having us come. And then I have my limo driver downstairs because we don't want to be missing our hubcaps. When we come downstairs later.
Yeah, it was like we need more than 3 mirrors. Like, why you need mirrors?
Oh my! Listen, it's him. It's Bobby. He's gonna do whatever he has to do to come on the show, and I appreciate that he's down here. You know, we have a lot of other guests coming out the rest of the month. Last week he had one, I guess, a buddy of yours or somebody that you fought recently.
Who's that?
Mr. Daniel Riley.
Oh, we beat him to a pulp. He thought he was smart, but we were smarter.
Oh, I mean, those are little kids. Why you fighting little
He's
kids?
not a kid. He's a grown man. He steps in the ring with the Splendid one. He becomes a man.
That's it. He becomes a
became
man.
He got what he needed, and him and his partner. What's that? Casey Lycan. What kind of name is Lycan? The pup.
That's what I call him, the puppy.
What did he say about us?
Well, he said that they were gonna go and meet you guys in the future in the ring. He didn't give me a day, and that they were gonna whip your ass and send you back to the Republican Party and steal your cars and get it stripped down here in the Bronx.
Well, let me tell you, if you watch the match, which we were in Broad Channel, Queens, for East Coast Professional Wrestling, they had people at the show cheering for him, and they didn't go home too happy that night.
Okay, you
I
did your
planted Mr. Riley with a nice gourd buster.
Dylan
wow.
Quinn says, "What's up? What's up, Dylan? Thank you, Dylan from Pennsylvania. Margie from Brooklyn. Miss
Hello,
Donna
Margie.
Gray.
Hello, Dylan.
Jadira from Queens. We got people logging on. You can leave a comment, say hi. You want to say hello to the Splendid one, Bobby C. Bobby, how did you keep your hair so good during this pandemic?
I had to hire someone personally to come to my house
Yeah.
and constantly fix my hair every day. And, you know, look at me, how beautiful and splendid I am. And look at every hair's in place. But now my hair's a little messed up because I was in such shock. I was grabbing my hair when I saw let me look out. Oh, we don't have no windows here. I just want to make sure that the chauffeur's not getting mugged downstairs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But meanwhile, he sends his chauffeur over to the Cuchi Frito spots, Charles.
That's right.
Hey, you got to get your food somehow.
There's nothing like Cuchi Fritos. I must say.
Well, you like your arroz con habichuelas?
My arroz con habichuelas, yes.
He said habichuelas.
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 I didn't know beans were Jewish. Habichuelas.
I will not say it properly to please the plebeians out there.
Oh, Jesus
My
Christ.
God.
Man. Oh, man. So, Bobby, like I said, it's good to see you.
Good to see you,
I
too.
mean, how did you deal with the pandemic? Like, you know, being a wrestler, it was hard for a lot of wrestlers.
There was a lot of everything. We did not compete for a long time. And I'll say this. We lost a lot of, and on a serious note, because, you know, the Splendid one is also a sensitive man. But
when are you sensitive?
When you have people that have passed away from COVID,
Okay,
it's a sad
okay.
state of affairs. And you know what? I may not like most of you plebeians, but I'll say this. I do not want to see anyone get sick.
Okay.
I do not want to see anyone pass away. I don't want to see anyone lose their loved ones to this horrible, in my opinion, man-made disease that wanted to knock off half the population.
Like Thanos.
Exactly.
Okay. But you kept yourself busy. I see you kept yourself in shape and
I
everything.
kept myself in shape. I gained a little weight because, you know, it was hard to, you know, the chauffeur had COVID, so I could not have, and the chef, and the butler.
And I heard that you turned 50 recently.
Hey, I'm not 50. I'm lying.
I heard he turned 50 sometime this week. Oh,
It was my birthday, but I was not.
You know, there's
50.
a gray hair on your shirt.
Wait,
One right here. Look.
Hey.
Right there. That's the thing of 50.
That's nothing. That's stress. That's stress. That's the stress of coming
It's
and driving
okay.
to the Bronx today.
It's
Oh my
okay.
God.
It's okay. Listen, I turned 50 in January.
Oh, it shows.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't think the Splendid one can age.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm like a fine wine. I get better with time.
Yeah. Well, I heard you. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Lycan said that it's more like an old chicken that's better than the soup.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Well,
That's what he told me to tell him. What do you want me to do?
Well, Lycan, we'll see you guys soon again. And I'd like to wrestle you again, Mr. G over here.
Hold on. Let's get clear one thing straight. When you wrestled me, your girl held down my leg. Oh, it's on video. Do you want to take it to the tape? We can take it to the tape. It's on video.
Never.
It's on video.
I think she got blinded by someone at ringside. They sprayed her, and she didn't know where she was. Right. So her arms accidentally went in the ring, and she was just trying to grab onto something so that she could take her other arm.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But no.
But somehow she grabbed my leg, Charles.
Well, I heard from the grapevine
onto.
that she thought it was the pole or something.
Yeah, she thought it was a pole.
He's a pretty thick guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would love to wrestle you one-on-one again.
We will again, and I welcome the challenge because, you know, with all due respect, I like wrestling Rafi G because he's tough competition.
Thank you, and so are you. So are you.
I will definitely compliment him on that. He's a tough wrestler.
Okay.
He has good skills, and I think we'd have a decent match. I want someone that could give us a run for our money. That's a type of competition I like.
I hope you're gonna run because you're gonna run fast.
We'll see about that. But
well, anyway, that's another show. That's another show. Before, you know, I can feel the tension building up. You know what I'm saying, Charles? And but you know how he keeps calm because he's in my hometown. We're in the Bronx.
We'll keep it peaceful tonight.
All I gotta do is call Jose, and his tires are gone.
Oh my God, we got tires tonight. And we'll keep it peaceful tonight because we're on a peaceful setting, and I could show that the Splendid one is of class. It's not like everyone out there thinks of us.
Do they really think of you? I'm just asking.
Well, it doesn't really matter what they think because they are not better than us. That's one.
Oh.
Number two, we are splendid. How many people could say they're splendid? Not too many.
Well, diabetics can say splendid.
Splendid. But we are not the sugar. We are the real deal.
You're as sweet as sugar, but not like splendid.
We will cure.
You will cure diabetes.
That's right.
So tell me, Mr. Splendid One, how's your romantic life?
I would say that
Charles, you saw how he delayed for a little bit right there, you know?
It has plenty of fish in the sea to play with.
Okay.
And the women just love the Splendid One because I have a real head of hair.
No, I wonder if he really gets the girl he sends his butlers.
Yeah, do you send your butlers to get the girls?
Sometimes I will send a note, and then they would notice how good looking I am and how muscular
Oh, wow.
I am.
That's all that?
Especially if you've seen myself and Sir Fabulous, how great shape we're in. The women love that, and the women love to put their fingers through my hair.
Let me ask you this. How much you pay for them?
Hey, I don't pay for them. But in reality, we all pay for it.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I'm still paying for the last 6 years. Shit. Oh, my God, Bobby, you're the greatest. I'm in the sea, and I do hair. Donna Gray says she does hair.
Well, Donna, if you could fix my hair for me, I would definitely have you come to ringside and fix my hair. And maybe you could work for my valets, too, and fix them up for the show.
He's looking
a good hand.
Let me ask you, how hard is it for you to get employment during the pandemic if everybody's catching stimulus checks?
Well, I didn't get any stimulus checks.
I know, but you're a millionaire. You got money.
That's right.
Did you have workers working for you?
I had people working for me, but everybody had to keep their distance. If it's 6 feet, I kept them 12 feet away. Everything times 2.
Oh, wow.
He had people washing his socks. He walking his cats.
They were walking on my back, too, to straighten out the Splendid One so that when he wrestles, he's not in pain.
Oh, man. You're a crazy guy. Well, anyway, Bobby, when are we going to be able to see you again in the ring? What's the nearest date? You have any promotions?
We have a couple of shows coming up. We will be defending our belts for New Age Wrestling, me and Sir Fabulous, on October 16th in Springfield, Massachusetts. Might be far for some people, but it's worth the trip. It's a good place, good competition.
You said defending. I heard that you're going to be losing.
Oh, no. We're not losing our belts to Imani or whatever his name is, Akon. He looks like Akon. Super Nitro guy. I doubt it very much. We are undefeated as a team in New Age Wrestling. Anyone that has come across our path has went down for a 1, 2, 3. And then we'll be at New Evolution. I will be singles matches against Geronimo on November 13th at the Elks Lodge, and it will truly be Geronimo's last stand.
Oh,
and that's
okay,
a
okay.
promise.
And are you going overseas anytime soon?
January 7th, I will be wrestling in Santo Domingo in a town called Barrio de Puerto Rico. How do you get a barrio of Puerto Rico in the Dominican Republic? I just don't understand that. Those Santo Domingans are very confused.
But they're good cab drivers.
Oh, God help you. At least in Puerto Rico, you know, they go through the red lights. That's scary, too.
Be careful, Bobby. You're in the Bronx.
That's right. Oh, my. I better be. Well, there's more Dominicans here than anybody nowadays.
Yeah.
Let me guess. You're going to go to the Cuchi Fritos after the show?
Of course, without doubt. I will take a ride across the bridge if my tires are still intact to 116th Street. Cuchi Fritos.
Oh, man. So, Bobby, you went, you survived the pandemic, which I'm happy.
And I'm happy you did also, and your family.
We had a couple of our buddies who went through it.
Yes.
Some came out of it.
Yes.
Some didn't. We recently lost a buddy of ours that I got to work with in our match at NEW, and even though I only worked with him once, he was such a great guy to talk to.
Big Jim?
Yeah.
Well, my condolences to Big Jim and his family, and he was a tremendous wrestler, and I must say, he became a personal friend of the Splendid One. And
yeah, I mean, you and I both know there's a lot of egos in the locker room.
Yes.
Especially big guys like him. But this guy was the sweetest,
Yes.
most down-to-earth,
Gentle
giant I have ever met. I mean, when we went over our match and everything, and when we spoke, the man didn't show like, hey, hey, let's do this. And after the match, gave me a big hug. Hey, man, I want to work with you again. Let's hope we can work together in the future and have some fun. I said, yeah. And to find out that a lot of people were working with him Saturday, and then Monday morning, he was announced that he was passed away.
It was a shock to me.
It was a shock to a lot of people.
I like to sometimes, I don't do it every morning, but there's mornings where I like to look at the news feed and see what's going on. And it's one of the first things I saw, and it hurt me. And he started actually calling me.
Yeah.
And, I never expected that. But, and I even went away. We were all away.
Yeah.
Me and Team Splendid were away with him. And we had a chance of sharing a lot of things. Back in April, we were up in Pennsylvania, and we had a very nice time together. And ask next time we talk to Naya about the spiked cherries. I won't mention it now. It would be a funny story for you to.
Vince Steele's in the house. Vince, how you doing, big man?
Hey, Vince, how are you?
But I'm really happy that you guys are going to be honoring him in
Yes.
November in
Yes.
NEW.
Yes.
And I just wanted to bring that out there. I didn't want to bring the show's tempo down, but to let everybody know how wrestlers are. There's a brotherhood, whether we like each other or not. There's
That's
a brotherhood in wrestling. I seen it when I got sick and I had my surgeries. Bobby, always hit me up, and everybody else hit me up and everything. Vince Steele came to the show plenty of times to show support. But it's hard because we lost so many in the last year. So we hope that the rest of this year and the year coming, there's more of a light at the end of the tunnel,
Yes.
where we can all get back together in the ring, have the fun that we do, and enjoy making people have a great time at the events.
That's all we want. Like I said, let's let the applause go. I'll say this. I may not like too many people, especially these fans. What's the IQ of the first 10 rows of any wrestling show?
I don't know. You
Well,
tell me.
like 16 and about 12 teeth. But I'll say
He
this.
said 12 teeth.
I'll say this. At least they come, and we should give them the fun for the hard-earned money that they make, that they come and they support us at these shows. And I think that we should always give them a great time and a great show, and give us 100. We give them 100%. See, I get tongue-tied thinking about it.
That's right. That's right. Now, first of all, again, I want to thank you for coming on to
And
the
you're
show.
very welcome.
You know, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you.
Honor to be here too.
To have you on the show. It's been a long time. The last time we saw each other was over. Wow, when I won the
About 2
title.
years,
Yeah,
about 2
when I won the
years.
title.
Because COVID ripped.
One thing I can say that during this whole pandemic,
I'm listening.
Wrestlers gave each other more love than most of our families and friends.
That's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it was good to see guys, like I did my thing with the TikTok to try to make people laugh while you're stuck at home and everything. And of course, of your previous job, I don't want to mention it.
You can say it now. I'm retired.
Okay, well, if anybody knows, outside of wrestling, this man here was on the front lines of the pandemics. He was an NYPD police officer for how many years?
A little over 20 years.
A little bit over 20 years. And I want to thank you and congratulate you on your retirement. You made it. You're my hero, kid. You was out there handling business. And, every time when the riots started happening and the protesting, Bobby, let me tell you something. Even though I got family members that are in the force, you was always on my mind. I say, please, God, make this kid, make these people come back home, to your family. And I thank you for your service. I thank you for everything that you did. Ladies and gentlemen, he made it, he graduated, and now he can enjoy life after NYPD. Yes. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It was a tough road. I enjoyed my 20 years. I've seen a lot of different things. And we're talking serious now. Wrestling is one thing, but when you every day go to work and not know what's going to happen to you or your partner, you have to be thankful for every day that you sign out in one piece. And the prayer was every day to number one, always be thankful for waking up every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're healthy, you're good, like we saw during this pandemic. But at the same time, being thankful that you get to sign out every day in one piece. And, because it's dangerous out here. And unfortunately, we're in a city, and I'm not going to get political because I don't talk politics on anywhere. But we don't have the leadership that supports us.
Right.
I'm not afraid to say that, and I'll dispute that with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you have your bad apples, because I hear that.
One day, I would love you to come down here as former police officer Bobby C.
Yep.
And because I do agree with you on a lot of stuff, but that's for another show.
That's for another show, though.
Donna, Gary said thank you for your service.
Thank you, Donna. I appreciate you.
And of course, Bobby, thank you for your service. I love you to death.
I love you too.
You've been a good friend to me and everything. We screw around, talk shit with each other, but let me tell you something. When it's real, it's real. Now we're gonna have some fun. I want you to go back to the Splendid one. I need him back. So
I am back.
Inner channel, call the spirit of him and bring him back. Every week we put out a topic on social media, and we ask people for comments.
Sure.
Since I have the Splendid one here, I think this one would be great to do because I know you have opinion about the opposite sex.
Of course.
All right. Some people have commented. I'm going to read the topic, and anybody who's watching can also comment. But I want to read what the comments were on social media first. And Bobby, you give your opinion about what people say. Okay. Something men say that makes women angry. Yvette from New Jersey says, "Give me a minute, I'll do it in a few." Is that something that women hate when men tell them that?
Well, they should give us a couple of seconds. That's
Okay.
all I got to say. Just be patient, ladies. We get it done. Especially a man like the Splendid one. When I tell you I'm going to do something, and he'll tell you, my word is my word.
All right. Christina Hamina says she hates when men lie.
You shouldn't have to lie. I agree.
You shouldn't have to lie, but
Except sometimes, to get.
Oh, okay. All right.
We got them on the horizontal poker. We had a lie.
Yeah, that's
You have to
right.
make it look good to get the horizontal.
Oh, yeah, you got to lie
Do
sometimes.
the mattress mambo.
And
Oh,
when
yeah.
you find out later, hey, at least you got it.
Exactly, right? Ellie Gonzalez says she hates when a man tells her to calm down.
Yeah.
They need to calm down. Some of them, not all of them, get very emotional, and they overreact to certain things. Ladies, calm down. We got it under control.
You can't say that to a
Especially
Spanish lady.
No, hold on.
Especially if you're a man like the Splendid one. It's under control.
Listen, I hate to admit it, But he's right, because we had a situation, me and Margie, where we went to get an alarm system done in her car, and by accident, the guy must have moved something and disconnected her horn. How this woman freaked out that she didn't have a horn, Charlie.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What am I going to do? I'm like, calm down.
Take it easy, breathe.
Just take it back to the guy. He'll get it fixed. She took it back to the guy the next day. I said, how long did it get fixed? She told me 2 minutes. He just screwed something back on because it got loose.
Yes.
So what did you say in Spanish?
I said, didn't I tell you to calm down? I said, but you had to see it, Charlie. She had a wreck.
You can't.
No, because this is Margie. You know, there's a 3-second rule when the light goes from red to green.
Right.
You go 01, 02, 03, and then you go, because you don't know if some guy's trying to cut the red light. Margie starts hitting the gas when the light is between the red and the green. Like when you can see it coming down, and she wants to go. And if you're in front of her, she needs that horn.
Oh, my God. She's one of those?
Yes, she's one of those.
That drives me crazy. You're standing at a light.
And then they honk the horn.
Green, they honk the horn. What is 1 second of your life, you plebeians? It's nothing.
Okay.
I always say your horn makes my car go slower.
Yeah, okay. Donna Gary says that she hates it when men tell her, what's wrong with you now? I hate that saying, like I stay going through stuff.
Depends on what they're going through. You gotta
Donna, let me explain this,
shed
Donna.
some light.
I want to shed some light on it, Donna. No disrespect to you. I don't know you. I'm not trying to criticize you. But I love my lady. Everybody knows I love my lady.
She's
You know, we had our differences earlier this year and everything, but everything, that's a different story. But Margie likes to ride a story, man. Like, she's telling me something, and I want her to tell me, because I want her to be able to open up to me. But why are you giving me the extended version of the story? Give me the
straight up,
the radio cut. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I just want the straight up.
Just tell me what happened from point A to point B. Don't go like an introduction, then the story of the author, and then you're gonna tell me the story. You know?
Oh, not even. That is wait till part 2.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you get a part 3.
Yeah, man.
No, but women's hold up a lot, so that's why we're like, what is it now? You know what I'm saying? Because they hold up a lot.
I agree.
Okay, here's one. My daughter says that she hates it when her man tells her, I'm going out with the boys.
See, when I read that, I was like, I'm going to wait to tear your daughter up on the show.
She has her reasons. I understand why.
Yeah,
she
but
has her reasons.
What's wrong with going out with the boys?
You can't go out with the boys now?
You could go out with your girls and
in her, I don't want to put it out there. I don't want to put it out there, but her situation's a little different because she's, she has a great job working with the medical field.
Okay.
And she has 2 little kids at home.
Yes.
So when you want to spend time with your man, for being away so many hours during the weekend,
that's understandable.
You both got the kids together. If you're gonna go out, let's all go out together, not with your boys and you leave her behind.
That's
so I
right.
understand.
Well,
that
it's
point.
a give or take. I'm going to go out with the boys today. You stay with the kids. You go out with the girls next week.
Exactly.
So I told her, well, if he goes out with the boys, there'll be a weekend. You go out with the girls. But men think differently.
Yep.
Men think differently when the girl goes out with the girls.
What's the saying? Men are from Mars, women are
from Venus? Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
Sure.
And only one of them really likes the penis. I'm just saying.
Sure. My wife leaves to go out with the girls. I'm like Tom Cruise. I'll be in underwear sliding and stuff.
Listen, they want to go out. That's freedom for you. Now you do what you want.
I'm like sliding to the couch right on the Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
One thing about me, I am not a jealous man at all.
Hey, I'm like, all I got to know is where you at, what time you coming.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, Ellie Garcia says she hates it when her man tell her, what is it now?
Again, they hold stuff. That's why.
That's right. And they don't tell you things right away. So we're left with the bag and like, what is going on here? Women, communicate with your men. Me, one thing I'll say about myself, the Splendid one, I communicate. Always have.
But you communicate through your butlers.
I communicate to them too if I have one of my pick, and you have to communicate.
Yeah.
Communication is a key to any relationship, and without communication, guess what happens?
Cause I was gonna say, because by the time I met Bobby C long time ago, and by the time I got to talk to him, It was a couple years. I was talking to the HR, to the butler. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You sending messages. He took his time to text you back. I'm surprised I got him here. You know when I invited him to the show? 2019, and he finally came.
Oh, we used to come to your show all the time and wreak havoc when Splendid first arrived on the scene. And those fun times.
Okay, Donna Gary says that the word now starts problems.
Yes.
Does the word now starts problems?
Of course you're going to fight with that word.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Hey, you got people talking to you there. What you got to say?
Who's a Mark Ramos? I give him a shout out. He was a retired police officer. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Hey, you need to get a better catchphrase, you plebeian.
Oh, my God. Okay, now, Margie says she hates when I say, I don't know why you're making a big deal out of this, especially when it's not all that serious.
That sounds like me.
All right. I don't want to get personal.
Now, what's the level of serious? Because to us, you blocking my football game, that's serious. You know, that's a heavy level. You know what I'm saying?
No, I've seen Margie Margie and I are into like a lot of real life crime documentaries, and especially stories of famous people we didn't know what happened.
So she'll cut your throat if you turn off the Lifetime series.
Yeah. Believe me, she made me get the Discovery Plus thing, and she gets upset when we're watching something, and it could be a movie or whatever, and she starts getting like too much into the movie.
Yes.
And I'm like, will you stop? It's not that serious. It's a fucking movie. It's special effects.
It's that. How can I put this to you guys? It's that she wants to know what's going to happen. It's like the, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Maybe you could come up with a better
Nosy.
word.
Nosy.
Nosy.
You can hit your thing so you can see your chats. That's how you see your people talking.
See, I am not. That's
I know your butlers are the ones. The butlers
put
are
my phone in front of me today.
Oh,
what's
my
Mark
God.
Ramos saying now?
Mark Ramos says, "LOL, I love you." Why you got a guy telling you he loves you?
I don't know, but Mark, you're an okay guy, I have to say. I don't say to you're a plebeian.
Oh my God. Women hate what men say. Okay, let me get one thing. I respect hardworking women. I do that.
So do I.
My mother was a hardworking woman. She raised 4 kids. When my dad was out there doing his thing, my mother was out there doing her thing. I give you that. I give a shout out to the woman who gets up every day to take care of children, who are single mothers, who their better half, you can't rely on them, so you raise the kids yourself. You put them through whatever you got to put them through to make them. I give you that. But some of you ladies take it too far, in my opinion.
I agree.
Take it too far because of your struggles and your achievements. You think it's okay to step on or step over the man who is trying to be there with you.
Like, not against you.
Not against you, with you. So anything he says can be annoying. Okay? You know how many times, like, I tell Margie this, and I know she's going to get mad because I'm going to say this, but she gets mad. I tell her all the time, babe, I don't tell you things to fuck you over. I tell you things so you can see what other people are seeing.
Bigger picture.
The bigger picture. You understand what I'm saying? And she'll be
that,
like...
that almost sounded like a line that I used to say. I don't tell you things to fuck you over, just to fuck you.
Yeah, no. I don't
When
do
I was
that.
dating,
I don't
when
need
I-
to say
when
that.
I
I
was
got
dating.
that already. You know? I got that already. And then she'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay,
Wow.
yeah, okay. So I'm like, okay, no problem. But then I catch her doing what I told her. Like, she'll hit me up. Hey, babe, I cleaned out the trunk of the car. I did what you said. I was like, well, wait a minute. Well, when I told you that the other day, all I got was, yeah, yeah, I understand. Donna Gary says that's true. I can't agree. Listen, not all guys are perfect either. Ladies, if you're watching the show, let us know ask us what gets us upset when you say something. Because I got plenty.
Oh, and here's another one. And
I got plenty.
I got a good one for you guys and ladies out there. Why do we have to pay for the past sins of the exes?
Yes.
Listen, I'm not that person. I've done this. Why am I paying for what happened to you in the past? Especially if I'm giving you the respect and I'm different. Like I had to tell one time, which I will not mention, I am not your ex-husband. So I'm a different person. I am the splendid one.
Yes.
That's what I told her. So treat me as a different entity, not him.
Okay, Donna Gary says, I struggle allowing a man to be a man. Mama, that's a bad thing
That is
because
a very bad
very
thing.
bad thing. And I'm saying from personal experience, if you got a man who's with you, loves you for who you are, doesn't want anything from you but you, and is there for you all the time, let him be the king if you want that king. You know, you set your boundaries. Of course, you don't want somebody taking advantage of you, but you have to learn how to sit down and go over your issues. My lady's watching the show now. Her name is Margie Oaks. We went through a lot. Bobby knows because I came to Bobby for advice. And eventually things came around. Things came together. We sat down. We said, if we want this to work, this has to be this way and this has to be that way. And it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Now, what I hate, what a woman says, when they come up with the, my mother's coming over, can you fix yourself up?
like you wasn't fixed.
I'm like, what do you mean fix myself up?
Well,
She was like, let's make it nice and everything. I didn't marry your mother.
exactly. Oh, here was one I had one time. Someone wanted to play Monopoly. My mother was at the house, and she's in her 40s. She tells me, why don't you take a ride for a while, and when my mother leaves to go home, you could come back. And I'm
What?
saying to myself, you're in your 40s. You're a grown woman. Why do I have to leave? Your mother's not stupid. She's in her 40s. She knows we're going to play Monopoly. Your mother's not dumb. And I'll say Monopoly because you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
This audience knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Donna Gary says, I'm pansexual. I'm the man, woman, everything. LOL, but I get it. So you can't please yourself. I'm not going to sit and see. Now you're going to make me open up. You pansexual. You asking for advice about how I can't let a man be a man. You can't even please your damn self. You the man, the woman, you the mistress, all in one goddamn package, and you still can't please yourself, girl. You ain't pansexual. You just crazy. That's all I'm going to say.
Now, I got a thing for Donna. First of all, you say you struggle to allow a man to be a man. First of all, if he was a man, you would have to train to be a man. So, in other words, you were struggling to make a boy into a man. I just want to say
That's more
it.
of a story.
Yeah, but she's saying she pansexual. I hate when women say, promise you won't get mad. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Heard that many
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I got it over this weekend. I promise you won't get mad if I tell you something. Tell me what?
I don't even want to hear it. After that comment, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because you know you're going to get mad.
Fabulous is here. He's in the chat room. William, how you doing?
Hey, my tag team partner's here. How are you, Sir Fabulous?
Yeah, Sir
I wish
Fabulous
you
is
were-
in the house.
You have no idea what it's like to come to the Bronx today.
Margie says you have to let a man be a man. Damn right, because if Margie don't let me be a man in my own house, she's gonna be a woman without a man.
What they say,
Wink, wink.
you got to stroke their ego sometimes.
Yeah, listen, my mother tested the waters with my father plenty of times, but my father always came out in front. That's why my father was a great man to us. You know what I'm saying? But there's some women out there, that can't handle strong, independent women. Like, can you, and I'm not talking bad about her. I know I'm going to mention her name. I will give the man the Medal of Honor who can finally be a good man to Ms. Nia Kennedy. And I'm not saying I'm not saying it in a bad way. Hold on a second. I'm not saying it in a bad way. Nia Kennedy is like a sister to me. Strong, independent, straightforward thinking, does not hold her tongue, but she does it politely. She's the type of woman that men will quiver to. You understand what I'm saying? Not in a bad way.
She's a tough girl, and I apologize to my partner. You are sensational, Fabulous.
Yeah, simply sensational, fabulous. Yes.
You are sensational in every way.
And Nia will give you a look like if you're her man and she gives you a look, you better know what that look means. Like you better already know, okay, I got to get this shit together. Don't be that man that when Nia gives you that look and you be like, what did I do?
Naya
I'm
is
sorry.
one thing I love about Naya, she's tough.
Yes.
And if it's on her mind, she will tell you. And at the same time, she's a good woman to me that deserves nothing. And I say this because she's not only part of Team Splendid, she's my manager.
Yes.
She deserves nothing but the best.
Definitely. Definitely.
And I'm glad she did not come to the
Naya's
Bronx
been on
to play
my
with
show
us.
a couple of times. Naya's been on my show a couple of times. We had great talks and everything. And I know her personally. And that's why I said I feel sorry for the guy who can't, you know.
You do not want to cross Naya.
If you can't go toe to toe with Naya, don't bother even. Don't bother. Just go home.
She's tough on me.
Go home. I've seen her try to smack him around a few times. Trust me.
Yes.
Trust me when I say
I
this.
absolutely respect her for it. And she's a woman that will always have my ear. Always.
Trust me. And I know Naya. She's good people. You know. All right, here we go. Let me
Well,
see.
they
if I
need
got-
somebody to put, Team Splendid in their spot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, who's this?
You got your partner over there saying some stuff too.
Okay, here we go. Another topic. If your ex sent you a text,
Okay.
baby, I'm in jail, reply with 2 words.
Good luck.
Exactly.
If you're, I had to say 4 words. Don't drop the soap.
If anybody that's listening out there,
Who
if
this?
if your ex sends you a text that says, baby, I'm in jail, what are the 2 words that you will reply? You can reply on the comment section. We'll read it out. Charles, if your ex send you a text, baby, I'm in jail, what'll be the first 2 words you're going to say?
Who's this?
That's what I was going to say.
I'll be honest
Who's
with
this?
you, if it was my children's mother, I would go do anything to help her.
Okay.
That's-
Okay.
Aw.
Oh, okay.
Because she is a good woman and a great mother.
Evelise, listen, Evelise said wrong number. Donna Gray said, who's this? Okay, but I'm saying if it's not your baby mama.
It's
Baby
not my
mama's
baby's mama.
If it was my baby mama, I'd be like, ha ha.
I would probably laugh and choke at the same time.
Donna Gray said the
Good luck.
same. Donna Gray said the same thing. She said, "Oh, that's crazy. You in jail?"
Yeah, right. Like, what am I supposed to do about it?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Come on, Charlie. There's got to be more. I would have been like,
Oh, really?
I will go in Spanish. I'd be like, "Que?" That's
All right.
2 words. That's 2
That's 2
words.
words,
Que?
que?
You all right?
Have fun.
William Pierce says, "You're fucked." I'm telling you, that's one. Now we got another one. Hold on.
Sensational is correct.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the most important question to ask on a first date?
How many times have you been in jail?
Well, if she calls you, you don't care. Now, come on. Ask God. That William Pierce said, ask God. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, those who are listening, you're more than welcome to answer this on the show. On the comment, we'll shout you out. What is the most important question that you would ask on a first date? It could be anything.
Do you like my hair?
Okay. Bobby always asks that, no matter where he's at.
Always ask that.
Now, the question is, on his first date, is he asking her or the mirror?
Yeah, you asking the mirror or her?
First, I have to look at myself and make sure I look good. And then I'll ask her.
Charles, what's the come on, everybody who's listening, you can answer it. What is the most important question you would ask somebody on a first date? All right, I know there's a delay
Your
on the
house
show.
of minds.
Huh?
Your house of minds.
Your house of mine? Okay.
What time am I picking you up?
Right.
My
I got it here.
I gotta be careful what I'm gonna say. All right. I got a couple of questions that I'm gonna ask a woman on our first date. Number 1, how many baby daddies do you have?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've been through that.
Yes, we have. We have. Yeah, I don't want to say that.
yeah.
I won't point fingers.
He should have asked that question first.
Exactly.
They know what I'm talking about, too.
In these days, Donna Gary says, in these days, are you vaccinated? True. People
Yes.
ask that. People ask
I've
that.
been asked that before.
How many baby daddies?
That's a funny thing. You will ask that, but you never ask a person if they had AIDS.
That is so true and so.
Well, that was one of the questions I asked. I mean, my thing is, okay, how many baby daddies? The second question is how many kids? Because you can have three. You
With
can have
5
three,
baby daddies.
and then, you have three baby daddies that have 17 children. All right. So how many kids you got? That's another question. Number 2, do you work?
Yes.
Do you work? Because if I'm taking you out to a date, before we eat, I need to know if you work. Because if you don't work, we're going to McDonald's. We're going to Burger King. Burger King got 2 for $10.
That's right.
You know the Splendid one, 2 for $10.
2 for $10.
How many times on the highways of wrestling shows? You know what? James, pull over at the drive-thru
That's
at Burger
right.
King. They got a
Burger
special
King.
2 for $10 Whoppers.
Or
That's
Denny's
how he
or
keeps his
Wendy's.
millions.
Or go to Wendy's or a $5 biggie bag.
Dairy Queen is good.
Dairy Queen. Look, see, he knows the spots.
With a twist on the cone, I love that.
Look what your partner said. Do you wash your...
Your hoo-ha. I would ask that question too, because what if you eating and you order steak but it smells like fish all of a sudden? I would ask
Yeah,
too.
but remember, it probably tastes like chicken.
Yeah,
know.
I would
Not
ask that
everything
too.
tastes like chicken.
What would be another question you would ask on a first date?
It's a good question.
How young is the youngest kid you
Yes.
have?
How old are your children?
Yeah.
That's
Because
true.
if it's like months,
We
Never
don't.
sorry.
talk about your past relationship on a first date.
Yep.
Is an omen.
Yeah.
Women, especially women, and I have to say, you ladies do not like when men talk about their exes, and it should be the same way. Let's talk about everything else.
Yeah.
And get to know each
Me,
other.
I gotta come to a straight point because that's why my show's called Raw and Ready. Do you spit or swallow?
Yeah. You gotta ask the
I
question.
need to know this. I need to know. Because if you swallow, I ain't kissing you. If you spit, you gotta wash your teeth. I ain't fucking with you.
Yep.
I ain't fucking with you.
That's why I said in my young
if they have
single
no
days.
If they have no teeth, even better.
They could gum you down.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, like that lady from what was that? Nutty Professor 2? She took off her teeth in the shower with Eddie Murphy.
There you go.
Yeah, Donna Gary. How old is your youngest child? Yes, Donna. We said that. If that little kid is a year and a half old, bye. Because you ain't looking for a relationship. You're looking for a baby daddy.
I prefer ladies now that their kids are older and out of the house.
Yes, so we can
Because
go out and
you
do
can go out and
things.
do things and travel and see the world and eat and not have to worry about, okay, I got to get home because my son is sick or because I don't have nobody to watch the baby and,
Yes. Another question. Do you live with your parents?
Well, that's a question they will be asking a lot of the men.
No, I asked
Do
women
you
too.
live in the basement in your parents' house?
But sometimes there's a reason why. men
Like now,
live in their
Andy
kids.
Nichols
I don't
says,
live
who
with
is
my-
Bobby C's hairstylist?
I don't live.
I
Crazy
will not-
glue.
I will not tell you, Andy Nichols. I will not tell you my secrets.
Oh, my God. Think about it. I ask if they live with their parents. This is why I asked, Charles.
Yeah. Well, they don't live with their parents.
There's
They
a couple of
roommate.
reasons.
They
This is
roommate
why-
with their parents.
No. Listen, if I had an opportunity to get a 4-bedroom apartment, I'll bring my mother home. And I'll tell you why. This is why I'll say it. The reason why I ask if you live with your parents, because I want to know who does the cooking in the house.
That's right.
If she says my mother's the only one that cooks, then the second question to be, do you know how to cook? I had that recently in a relationship earlier in the year where my mama cooks, but I don't. Oh, no, that's a big no-no, Charles. I likes to eat, Charlie. I likes to eat. I like Bobby C. Is that
Is
Bobby
it
C?
okay
Is
to
it?
ask their income? I say not
Yeah,
on the first date.
Not on the first date. But I will ask them what they do for a living.
Yeah. I like.
You can
me,
ask without asking.
When I tell you
Yeah,
this,
you could.
I'll share this.
Where
with
do you
guys.
like to eat at? If they
Yeah.
start saying all these restaurants, have you been there before? No. So then your ass don't got money. You just want me to take you to these
Yes,
restaurants.
exactly.
I'll share this with you guys. When I was a police officer, and I would never tell them what I did in the beginning. Once they got to know me, then I would tell them what I would do.
Yes.
Because you'd be surprised how many people. I had a friend. I'll never forget this. We were in a lounge. We just went out for a party one night for someone's birthday, and my friend told this lady what he did. He says, "Oh, I'm a police officer." Her response is, "You do not make enough money for me."
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I was floored by that, but at the same time, you know what? I told him, "Good riddance. Get rid of this bitch."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she'll be the first one to call 911 when she's getting robbed because of her
Exactly.
money. You know what I'm saying? Me, I would. The reason why I ask if you live with your parents or whatever, because like I said, you find out they cook, or they rely on their mother raising her kids and stuff like that. Some women, I give it to them. Some women will be like, hey.
Thank you, Daniel. I'll see you in the ring.
Yes, thank you, Danny, for watching the show. Like, I give it to you. Some women, they get divorced, so they lost their husbands and death and everything. And this time, in this time era, like with the pandemic, there are a lot of people moving back home because they lost their. I give them that.
Or you're a parent that's sick.
Yes, I give them that.
Maybe they can't do things. Like you have to say, 85
exactly.
had a stroke, and now they can't drive anymore, and the son or the daughter comes home to stay in the house so that they can help out their parents.
Exactly.
Not just because a guy's a bum.
Right.
Because
you got people. That's a different story. But to me, yeah, especially in the projects around here. To me, like, you can ask somebody about how much they make without asking them. Hey, what do you do for a living? Or if you don't want to tell me exactly, but what type of field?
Sure.
You could have came out and said, I work for the city. That's all.
Yeah, and that's a great answer for a guy that doesn't want to give it away.
Right. I work for the city.
But most of the time, they put two and two together. And
yeah.
Right. Because some of the questions, you have to wait, a couple of dates.
Yeah.
And it'll come out. You don't even have to ask. But there are certain questions you have to ask on the first date.
Yeah. Like, my thing is, are you working? Or do you have a job?
Right.
Are you sick? Do you believe in God? There's people that ask so many different questions.
Do you believe in God?
I don't care if you do or not. You know what I'm saying?
Even the Splendid one does believe in God.
Okay, William Pierce says, I don't
believe
go out.
in God. You can find that out later on. Oh God. Then she
exactly. Yeah. William Pierce says, I don't go out to eat at restaurants. I eat my basic, boring food: chicken breast, broccoli strings, broccoli, turkey. What the hell is he giving? Just giving us a goddamn menu, man. Come on, man. You eating food that you can put in a blender and drink through a straw. Stop it.
That's my point.
But again, does he cook it or does the butler cook it?
Right. Does he cook it or the butler cook it?
We're gonna keep that secret to ourselves, right? There.
He got a bunch of Mexicans working in his kitchen. God. How many Jose's work in your mansion?
That I would not say, but
I know you got one one outside, one outside in the yard, one in the kitchen, one to walk.
No, the yard is Wong.
Juan is the yard. Jose is the kitchen.
We got a lot of other people. One thing.
How many hectares you got working for you?
Listen, I am an equal opportunity employer. I have all kinds of people working for me.
What's your minimum wage?
We don't go by minimum. I pay my people good.
Oh, okay.
I am not cheap because I want the best.
He pays them with food and water.
I just don't want them. They just time off. They have to beg for my permission.
What's your shift? 24/7. 365.
22/7.
22/7. 22/7. Oh,
he gives them the two.
Listen, we can go on for hours, but we're about to end the show. I want to say thank you to Mr. Bobby C.
Thank you very much, Mr. G.
And I appreciate you coming out here. Again, let us know where you're going to be at so where people can see you at.
You could catch me on Facebook. Everybody knows who I am. You could have the Team Splendid page. Also, like I said, we will be up in Springfield, Massachusetts, October 16th, defending our New Age Wrestling Tag Team Championship. You will see me also November 13th at the Elks Lodge. Those are the two shows that are coming up. And there's some more stuff coming up. And I'm actually in negotiations with certain companies that are willing to bring Team Splendid to the house. And I still do singles runs here and there. When my partner cannot make it, I wrestle singly like I did last weekend. And I beat the hell out of that jabroni up in Massachusetts for New England wrestling superstars. And but we're coming. Team Splendid is on the map. And Daniel Riley, I see you talking about us. Don't worry. Anytime you step in the ring with us, guess whose hand is always going to be raised?
I heard Casey Liken got neutered.
Yes, he got more than neutered. I think he's singing a few pitches higher right now.
Oh, my goodness. Again, everybody, we're on every Wednesday night live here at 7 p.m. on the LDM Network.
Support us.
Thank you all for logging on, having fun. Thank you again, Bobby C. And everything. I appreciate you so much. And again, next week, we have more people coming in. We got Vinny the Guido coming in.
Vinny the what?
Vinny the Guido.
What's a Guido?
It's an Italian who thinks he's Puerto Rican.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Oh, I know that guy, Vinny. Vinny's a good guy.
Okay, we have him coming over. And then later on, we have also Mad John. I think is his name. And Mad John is going to be coming.
Maybe a possible mercenary for Team Splendid.
Great show. Thank you, Donna, for logging on. Thank you all for watching the show. Again, please be safe. We'll see you here live next week, 7 p.m. It's the R&R Show, Raw and Ready, and it's only on the LDM Network. Have a good night. God bless. God bless.
material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up